All right, hey everybody, Chef Neely with the Cook's Warehouse here, and today I'm just going to do a really quick video on how to clean your cast iron. That's probably one of the most requested questions I get in classes is, why is it so temperamental? How do I clean it? I'm afraid to use it. I find so often that people, the only time they ever use their cast iron is to make cornbread, and that is just really sad because cast iron cooks so many amazing things. And I have a cast iron here. This is a skillet that is perfect for cleaning because we found it in our big green egg. It had been hanging out there for about 3 weeks or 4 weeks, 5 weeks, I don't know. I don't know what was cooked in it. I don't know how it got left there. But anyway, I figured it was a good opportunity to show you guys how to properly clean it. So the first thing you need to know is that right now this cast iron is not hot. That's bad. That's not when you want to clean your cast iron. The most opportune time to clean your cast iron is right after you got done cooking in it. You want everything to be nice and hot. So since this isn't hot, we have to make it hot. So there's a nice layer of gunk. Actually, you can really get in there and show them what's up. It's congealed something. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just put some water in this skillet. And then just about half an inch. And we are going to bring this to a boil. So our water is boiling and our skillet is nice and hot. It just took about 5 minutes. So now I'm just going to get rid of this water. This does have oil in it. Just so you know, we have a professional kitchen, and so we actually have an oil separator. If you don't have one of those at home, which you probably don't, you would just want to scrape out the oil, all the excess, before you did this. So the next thing to know is that I'm going to start rinsing this. You have to use super hot water. Do not turn cold water onto a hot skillet. That is so bad for it. It's the same if you're using a stainless skillet or a non-stick. It will cause it to warp. It is abusive. So hot water, hot skillet, okay? And I'm just gonna give this a good rinse. So sometimes if your skillet, if you use it all the time, if you take care of it, this is enough. Like rinsing it's gonna get everything out of it as long as you're using hot water, and you can move on to the next step. I still have a little bit of funk, if you will, that I just need to scrub off. So I'm gonna show you a couple different ways to do that. So there's 2 things you can do. If it's not really that dirty, you can either use the backside of a sponge. I keep a sponge that's never touched soap before. It's a different color to know at home which one's my cast iron and carbon steel sponge and which one's my regular sponge. You can also use, this is called a chainmail. These are amazing. We cannot keep these in stock. They're so popular. This brand is made by Lodge right here. I think it is, check, $24.99. This will last forever. You can put it in your dishwasher, but this is great for getting that really gritty stuff off. So that's an option. And kosher salt is also an option. All right, kosher salt. Any sort of coarse salt will work. Salt is also antimicrobial, so it's gonna kill any germs. People are always so scared about only using salt and not using soap to clean out their pans. I'm like, salt kills all the germs. Nothing wants to live there. It's basically just exfoliating your pan. Just like your face. All right, this is already looking pretty good. Hot water again. Give it another little rinse. I'm gonna do one more scrub. And this time I am gonna go ahead and just get that chainmail. Thing is awesome. And just so you know, You do not have to be crazy aggressive with this thing. You really just want to let it do the work. You shouldn't be trying to scrub the top layer off your pan, just gently. Okay, so now my pan is clean and we want to get it dry. So water is the enemy of cast iron. It's what causes it to rust. So what I'm going to do is turn this on about medium heat, and I'm going to grab a paper towel just to wipe out some of the excess. And I'm going to let this dry for about 3 to 4 minutes. I always set a timer at my house because on numerous occasions I have totally forgotten what I was doing and gone to do another project, and 30 minutes later walk into my kitchen with smoke everywhere. So timer, people. Okay, so the pan is nice and dry, and now we just need to give it a little coating in oil to keep it nice and hydrated. Wow, this really is like a facial. Exfoliation, hydration. It's good skincare for your cast iron. My favorite oil to use is flaxseed, organic cold pressed flaxseed. It's a little bit more expensive, but I do think it gets the best results. We don't have any in the store right now, and I'm not gonna go to the grocery store to get it. So I'm gonna use some canola oil. Any sort of neutral oil that has a high smoke point is gonna work fine. Just don't use olive oil, that's gonna go rancid. It's not neutral. So a little shimmy. I usually just get in there with my hands, but just to teach best practices, if you have feeling in your hands, you can go in there with some tongs. And I'm just going to really coat here. And it's okay if you're getting a little bit of blackness, that's just from the pan. It's not gonna hurt anything. And this cast iron, guys, looks pretty much brand new and ready to cook.